Feels good, don't it? Helping folks like Zeb and Audra hit back against the Protectorate. Almost like being back with the Earth Directorate. Yeah. Guess I am. First time in a long time I felt something kin to hope. It's easy to focus on all that's going wrong, but wins ought to be celebrated too. On Triangular might have suggested going for drinks somewhere they don't come with fuel, but here, I think we'll have to settle for patting each other on the back. Shucks, Commander. I'm gonna get top-heavy you keep paying me compliments like that. Thanks again for going out of your way to help Zeb. Now I can focus on hunting down the Vrees without feeling like I've got a rabid sprat in my back pocket.
Notice. The following points of interest have been identified. Matriarch's Mercy, Alexandra Monastery, the statue of the Matriarch, High Authority Event Detective. Please consult with Earth Directorate HQ before committing resources to search and rescue.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times.
Oh, this station's sure going to strap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive minutes early to avoid missing their train. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin. Matriarch's Mercy lies directly ahead. This unit is ready to proceed when you are, Commander.
Instead, enjoy culture banquet.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines. and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this way. This way.
Alert.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say which.
Give me the time.
Think they'll notice if we jump the queue?
Another refugee? All right, step forward. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. I thought the name was self-explanatory. Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it, and, in all probability, you won't have to find out. Our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer fools around these parts. Safety and probability are incompatible. Eventually, nowhere will be safe, including here. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I remember this place before the war. Function.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders, the order defecting.
If we compare the rates of dust accumulation and
Good right about us being leader. I'm not in the prediction.
insight into the grand
Arcadian was doomed. Plain and simple.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
algorithm. And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something? Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the Crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula, I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions. I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, access. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. We have but if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to it I shall get.
I swear, it's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
If we factor for random elements offsetting certain key variables, upsetting
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
The potential range of disruption.
Invaders, and the order defecting.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the
Keep your
invaders,
behavior.
the order
Acceptable, perhaps.
There's no putting this sprat back into the can.
Cloister is looking pretty good right about now.
Wasteland, void of life.
Oh, try not to get too close. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your I've gotten sick at least. Why, last week alone, I caught hack. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So, I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine sickness, malnutrition, You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch this. Neither do I, for that matter.
How long are we meant to stay here? How long are we meant to stay here? How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Broke my nose. The void you did. Barely connected. You oughta... Doesn't like to look at us when we're all banged up. Said my face turned her off Borscht loaf. Anyhow, head down the hill along the fence. Tell her Mapother and Mudge sent you. My noggin sure is sore.
This location is inhabited with individuals classified as unscrupulous, maintain scrutiny over personal finances.
Whatever you're selling, I am not in the black market.
You got business? No? Move on. So's the place we used to stash the bodies of those too nosy to know better. You got me?
Greetings. What can I help you with? Let me guess. One of your co-occupants is always hanging up his or her britches in your corner of the yurt. Am I right? Or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention. Oh, really? Like they strung a few words together in a row and it all made sense? That's a marked improvement on earlier. Guessing they left out a bunch, though. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. In some cases, sleeping on top of them. Sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what they're there for. We say whoever wins the fight wins the argument, but frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah, this guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, go on, get out of here, scram!
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose.
Don't feel like no stand-in.
Paradigm. Apologies. Lately, the abbot has tapped. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't, well, if it's in the displaced's best interests. Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origin. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient... Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually... Welcome. Have you come to bask in the Order's knowledge?
Where do we go now? What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
We're not going anywhere!
I predict...
Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. May Huffstutler. Formerly Auntie's Choice, Department of Invasive Marketing. Now, the voice of the displaced. That's what those in the Order call me, leastways. An unofficial sobriquet, likely meant as a petulant slight. On account I object. Louder. More often than the rest. Those of us ended up here have very little except needs. I turn those into demands for reasons of clarity and import. Though, admittedly, it's a difficult way to make friends. The Order's not exactly fond of me. Rabble-rousing doesn't align with their vision of a perfect universe. happy as I am to make your acquaintance, I'm busy staking our claim over the exclusion zone, so if you'll excuse me. The exclusion zone. The Order has decided to keep us out thanks to some nebulous prediction of disaster. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone. I honestly don't give the slightest whit about the Order's idea of math or whatever calculation tells them that a catastrophe may or may not occur. I couldn't get anywhere with it, Minister Daggerwall, but maybe you'll have better luck. Thanks, stranger. Maybe fate's on our side for a change. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
With an 8.23 margin of error.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-specific discourse, so choose your words with expediency. Oh, don't tell me. You're here on behalf of the voice of the displaced, aren't you? Mathematical predictions always keep us one step ahead. My latest augury noted that a stranger would come bearing an inconvenient message. This is about the exclusion zone, correct? Or that it only that simple, but she ignores essential variables of the equation. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril. Surely. But the abbot asked me to be personally responsible for their continued well-being. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Yes, you heard me right. Death. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. And now the voice has involved you. How auspicious. Perhaps you are the outside mediator who was foretold. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. Talk to the people of Matriarch's Mercy. The displaced want the exclusion zone. We want it kept off limits. We can't both be right. With your seasoned perspective, perhaps the voice of the displaced will learn to listen. Any questions before you get started? I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. Still, she cleaves to her principles. That's something. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade. But you already knew that. According to predictions, yes. Or at least, my interpretation of them. I am reasonably certain. More than usual, in fact. Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the Order's forecast modeling methods. He's just down the room from here. Scienticians around the settlement inform me you've made some ink. Well then, if you need me in the meantime, I'll be here, up to my ocular organs and requests. Good. As with probability, there is an art to mediation. Besides, to put it gently, but with effort, patience, and collaboration, I am confident that Matriarch's Mercy...
1,068.5 pardons, but you may Yes. Well, You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one can heart the order. If I can help others in need today, appreciate. My time is yours. You may peruse. Yes. You may peruse.
By the law, it's you.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness. But it's my firm belief humanity can.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed. I can tend to your injuries, provided you have the bits to compensate me for my time. Many thanks. Right as rain. Now, will there be anything else? Where to begin? I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer. As a doctor, we don't have enough beds or private. Of course, the Order keeps us well supplied. Yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. Nature would drive us to our extinction. My thanks. The seer gave me. Now, take the datapad. With my thanks. How can I be of service? Since you... Welcome back. Any luck enlisting help?
Here often. Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
Are you going to be a problem?
I suppose I can give you the time of day. Vexing. Not to insult our gracious host.
Where do we go now? What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's Mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side.
Since the schism,
I predict that the worst is
Protectorate
trying.
have rewritten. Friends! Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Laureate Council. She will raise humanity to perfection.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear. Oh, yeah. Duarte. He's former antis like me. He was underneath for don't have proper building material or nothing. Oh, maybe if we interspersed our request, they're doing something.
With Omega Point T. Available in standard and
The Grand Plan is the predetermined order to the entire universe. We can predict it down to a decimal.
I hope you bring me good tidings.
Every
Where do we go now?
yearns to visit
Another
the
refugee
archive on
camp?
Callisto.
Another colony?
One day,
I predict
it
with
will
an
process
8.23
all
margin
of our
error
equations.
that our situation will trying to cheer you up.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
Anti's choice troops have been espied bivouacked in trenches just crossing the highway.
The meaning of life is numeric. The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of
I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since recalled libations night at the Thruster. Smells about the same, too.
Crackers? Some people think soup doesn't qualify as a meal. Those people are incorrect and rude.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside the settlement to outside,
How long are we meant to stay here?
gain minute
Look,
insight into the
look,
grand
I'm not
plan.
with Auntie anymore. We all had reasons to leave.
Billy, what was yours?
I think I'm gonna vomit. I'll try not to sneeze on you, but no promise. I'll try not to sneeze on you, but no promises.
How do you do? Oh, it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our... What? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a Clearly you don't suffer from imposter syndrome. Have it your way. Before I agree to anything, I need Sprat Corp. The term is industry standard. I used to... Word has it, she's out north in Auntie's Choice Territory. Fresh. Any luck with the Sprat hunt? I used to... Word has it, she's out north in Auntie's Choice Territory, so watch yourself.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how? Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how? Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders,
Keep your
and the
behavior
defecting,
acceptable.
there's no putting this sprat back into the camp.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
Thus, if we compare the rates of dust accumulation inside
I'm not with Auntie anymore. Honestly, I don't think it matters anymore.
Keep your nose clean and your heels dirty.
Don't make me call Mapother and Mudge over. They don't like no...
You got business? No? Move on. So's the place we used to stash the bodies of those too nosy to know better.
My noggin sure is sore.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can...
The duties of an administrator never end.
Ready to waste it. On your command. Talk slow, Commander. Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Get a turn of time.
Readying assault protocols.
Let's get him over with! Let me know when you need an instruction. You want trouble? Trouble it is! Just give me the time!
Caution. The neglected state of this edifice suggests its current occupants lack hospitality and also rudimentary facility maintenance skills.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
Sounds like he's fighting for his life in there.
You cannot threaten one who welcomes liberation.
and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Fastest way forward is through!
your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
She sounds pleasant.
Let me out of here! I'll spare.
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right.